Nithyanandam, guys.
Dhatananda.
This is very spontaneous video. One of my, I call it sadhu videos. Is my brother Dhatananda here. And we are in Bengaluru, Adheenavasi in India. So, Dhatananda,
Hey, brother.
how's
brother.
how's um, how's your experience of this place?
This place is awesome. This place is so remarkable because we are living with Paramahamsa Nithyananda, who is the most evolved enlightened being in existence. He is initiating us into Shaktis, into manifesting spiritual powers, which is going to hit humanity like a big auspicious tsunami wave. Keyword auspicious.
Yes. Just one question I have. How did you recognize that Swamiji is the avatar?
Well, I recognize that Swamiji was something. Well, when I first saw Swamiji, he just had this big smile. He looked right into my eyes through a two-way webcam and just smiled at me. His face lit up. And that made an imprint in my being. And it's still there. It's an engraving in my heart. And I don't have a defining, like, I don't know a definition where I don't know any words that could describe that moment. It was just such a very comfortable feeling, a very motherly feeling, I could say, when I seen that smile from Swamiji. It was like a very homely feeling. Like I really felt at home.
Yes,
So nice.
I understand. Definitely. So that was the two-way
It
conference,
was a
right?
Kalpataru 2-day workshop where
Nice.
you bring forth your desire and he manifests it through blessings, and he'll give you, maybe not everyone, but people will receive instructions from Swamiji to follow, like do this every day, or many people will just get his blessings, and that is enough for the desire to fully manifest.
Yes.
Like mine. Like many of mine.
So what was your desire?
To be eloquent in expressing the being, especially when it came to verbal communication. And as you see, we're doing our YouTube videos, so I'm expressing very well, and it's only getting better.
Yeah.
But I used to not be able to express well verbally. I used to stutter a lot, and I used to be afraid to open my mouth. Literally used to be afraid to
Wow.
open my mouth because I was afraid of getting made fun of, and I was also afraid of messing up in my flow of speech. But that has completely left me, thanks to Swamiji.
Yeah, actually, I'm just recalling my life, and I can clearly say that I would never be on camera.
Hell no.
Like, I would never be able to sit like I'm doing now and freely talk to you guys. It is something.
I had an experience when I was in college. I was in this video editing, learning how to edit videos on Final Cut when I was in my multimedia school. It was a class of about 20 to 30 people, and then the teacher gave an assignment that you're going to be in front of a camera and just come up with a 2-minute script and record that in front of the whole class. I was scared shitless, man. I knew, and I was one of the first ones to go. And my heart was beating, and I was just visualizing failure.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna bomb this. It's not gonna go good, and it didn't.
It didn't.
No, it didn't.
Yeah,
I was so
definitely.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
I didn't want to attend the whole semester.
Wow.
I just kept stuttering, and I couldn't start my sentences properly, fluently. I just kept repeating the same syllable. Like literally, it'll be on a teleprompter, dude. This is the crazy thing. It would be on a teleprompter. The teacher and the whole class could see what I'm gonna say. Can you imagine? And here it is in front of me. I'm just like.
So they just literally pushed you on stage, right?
Yeah, because it was an assignment. If you didn't do
Oh.
it, and plus you had to partner up with a classmate, so you couldn't let your buddy down.
Oh, so it wasn't just you on the stage.
No, the whole class had to do this. We had a partner. Every person had a partner. So we had to come up with a script together and record that on video. And I'm seeing the teleprompter and I'm seeing myself, and I'm just messing up so bad, man. And I was so embarrassed. And between me and my partner, there was such an awkward vibe. Like, it was so awkward. There's just this uncomfortable feeling to even move around.
Yeah, and you don't know what to do. Like I've experienced this, and when you after you go home, you feel so bad, and also, like I've done so many. I also had this problem. Obviously, I think nearly everyone would have this problem.
I don't know. Mine was kind of unique, I think.
Yeah, but we always think our problem is unique.
Yeah.
And I didn't see any solution. Like any psychology or whatever you read, whatever, even meditate, it is not gonna give you a solution.
Oh man, I was deep in the gutter. It was something that I suffered with my whole life, was a speech impediment. And why I say it was unique is because I never saw anyone. Well, I would cover up very well. I would cover it up super well. But the more you cover it up, the more that it's boiling. The more that it's like rising to the surface, waiting to explode.
And you're afraid of this explosion.
So yeah, and what you resist persists.
Yeah.
So in times of when I was forced to do a class presentation or speak in public, or meet new people, meet strangers, or even when it came down to talk to the opposite gender.
Oh my God! Tell me about it. This is something else.
It was horrible, man. It was just. I would feel like crap. I would feel like a low species and just.
Yeah, you feel shocked.
Feel shocked.
You feel shocked, and what should I say?
Why? Like, why am I doing this? Like, why do I have this problem?
So
but Swamiji got rid of it. It's like he just reached in with his hand so preciously, gracefully, and said, "I'll remove this, my dear."
Oh God! So how exactly did it happen? Didn't it happen in IA?
So this was in the Kalpataru. This is when I was really new to Swamiji, so I didn't really have that feeling connection very strongly, and didn't really have the trust and belief. Not belief, because Hinduism isn't a belief system. I didn't have that feeling connection installed in me. And that was just the initial kickstart to where I'm at now. But then I was very nervous when I saw Swamiji. So he blessed me, but it didn't really manifest until like a few years later, like fully. Now it's just really easy. I could grab a mic and talk to 2,000 people on a stage like nothing. Like what my powerful cognition shift is, I could hold. And you know how Swamiji was like, how many people can you hold in your space? I could comfortably hold 2 billion people. I feel like I could hold so many people in my inner space and be able to engage with them, relate to them, and have them relate to me and entertain them. And have them leave with something, which is very profound. This is what Swamiji has blessed us with, man. Before, I used to be but I would go through spikes of being eloquent and being confident, and then...
There's no stability.
Yeah, completely unstable. Completely unstable.
So, I think the question is in the air. Like, we wearing this beautiful orange.
It's beautiful, right, guys? I think it's a lovely color to wear
orange attires. Yeah, the first time I saw this color and this kavi cloth, I just took it in my hands and like hugged it like close to my heart. And I don't know, like I never saw this.
Sweet.
I never saw this before. I just wanted to hug it and never let go. So the question is, how did it happen? This decision for Sanyas.
Do you think they're ready?
They're ready. They're ready.
The ones who are ready are ready. The ones who are meant to be ready are ready and are meant to hear this.
Yes.
So Sanyas is a very sacred lifestyle to take up, and it is the ultimate path that a human being could embark on their journey in life. Because what is Sanyas? It is devoting your whole life, your whole being, with the intention of enriching the universe. You are responsible for the universe's enrichment. Humanity is included in the universe. We devote our life to enriching humanity. enriching means expanding yourself into others. So naturally, as a sannyasi, we get the initiation into this lifestyle. The initiation, Swamiji does an energizing process. He just supercharges our being in our every cell in our body to be able to just be in oneness with Swamiji, who is Sadashiva all the time. So what happens when you are experiencing that oneness with Sadashiva? You are Sadashiva. You are all the time blissful. Even like the so-called downs we have, we see it from like a third-person perspective, not like how we were before. Like we're just so.
You wouldn't go into incompletion. You just witness the incompletion,
Witness it.
see the ways to complete it, drop it, and carry on with your life.
And you go back into the integrity of oneness, and you are integrated to the divinity within you, because that is the natural space of every human being is naturally being integrated in oneness.
Yeah.
When you are not feeling oneness, you're out of integrity.
Yeah. So integrity is frequency.
It's frequency. It's a high frequency. And how we all took a birth for this. Before descending into the body, into the form, into the human flesh, before we incarnated, we were like, okay, what are we going to go on earth this time to do? We're going to become sannyasis directly under Sadashiva. But when we descend, we go into the
Delusion.
three-dimensional, we go into this delusional world where we forget. We literally become born into the Maya matrix. So all the conditioning from society, advertisements, media, education system, people, our parents, family, we forget. So then we see Swamiji, who brings all of these, he awakens that bio-memory again. So it just happened naturally. It's like it wasn't even a decision that we took this time because we made the decision before. It was like, it's just time. So it's
Just
time to
came
leap
back
into
home.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that made any sense. It's like when I decided for this in March, it wasn't a decision. It was just like, okay, take it now. You're ready. This is what you're meant to do. It was more of like, honestly, now I'm going to put it very bluntly, but I don't mean it in any demonic way. It was like Sadashiva possessed me for like 3 weeks and just made everything right in my life. And I mean that in such a very godly, divine way when I mean possessed. I don't mean it like exorcist or anything like that. It was like my last 3 weeks in India before I went back to California in April. It was seriously like Sadashiva took over my life in the most auspicious and grateful way. And it led me to being in this sacred saffron kavi, embarking on the path of sannyas. It was like, because I spent 6 months in India, and I went through so much transformation and so much growth, where my being was just opening to Swamiji. Like my whole being had its doors open for Swamiji to come in. So I gave him the permission to go ahead and do whatever you need to do. I'm going back into the Maya matrix. I need to be ready. So I went back like this and just shocking people left and right, man.
Yeah, I actually I'm gonna have this experience very soon on
Have a lot of fun.
on the 7th of August. I'm going with all orange light, just like
Dude,
this,
you're gonna have so much fun.
and I'm going to Russia. I don't think they've seen.
Oh,
I
no
don't think they've seen anything like that before in their life. So that would be very interesting. I think my very presence would be enriching and causing.
Yeah. Actually, in Living Enlightenment, I highly recommend everyone that is watching this to pick up Living Enlightenment or hit us up in the comment section. We'll send you a ebook.
Yeah.
Link. There's
A living
whole,
book.
like 200-page chapter on Sanyas, and it's like Sanyas can't be explained. Swamiji directly says,
Can only be experienced.
can only be experienced. When people see a sannyasi walking, they'll just walk with this like radiant energy of like a king and like a god, just by the very body language of a sannyasi, the space that we carry, the way we move, the way we talk, the way we interact, our actions. It's a space. It's like a powerful space because you are.
Extension.
No, not even, like we are. Extension is like a separate. Like there's still like a feeling of separateness, like a line connecting. Like we are that itself. Like I know that gets thrown around in the Adheenam, like we are Swamiji's extensions. Yeah, but I like to, for me personally, I like to say like we are, we are Swamiji. We are Swamiji.
Well, I'm saying extension is because I feel as I'm like an expression.
Yeah.
I'm a different expression of Swamiji. Surely, that's why the name Sukhadananda or
Right.
Dhatananda.
Right.
So it is the expression of the space of one of the like what Swamiji carries.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the sense that you're saying we're in oneness with him, that is yes, it's an amazing space to be in. So basically, guys, as Data was saying that it meant to be. We came down here to be as sannyasis, to be on the path of sannyas, to make this whole mission and vision happen. And there are many more beings like that on the planet. 210 million beings.
Yeah. Nadi reading from Chidambaram. Swamiji got a Nadi reading, which is essentially like
Akashic records.
an Akashic reading, like a a Vedic astrological reading of a being. And I actually read it. It's online somewhere. I can see if I could dig it up. But it said Swamiji incarnated with like 70,000 beings, 70,000 souls. But before his avatar descent, like 70,000, I don't know the exact number, it's like a rough
I've heard
estimate.
210 million beings before, now and after, yet to come, to make this happen. It's like an invasion on this planet, like divine invasion.
Yeah.
So any beings who feel connected, who descended here to be the Swamiji, we invite you to come here. And actually we just have to make our presence available and Swamiji available through us. Those people, they just get connected the same automatically. Like if you feel like something inside you thinks, oh my god, this is actually something I really was looking for, and it will click, you will feel something inside. That means
it's like that smile I seen on Swamiji.
Yeah, for him it was a smile. For me it was, I don't even know. It's just somehow I watched one video and I knew, my God, my life is for him. I'm just going, and I had to come, and clearly you can see me here wearing orange and being so happy and blissful. So definitely, so we are available here. You feel connected, just make it happen. Contact us, and we're gonna really cause you reality, and you just land here.
One other point I want to make. So 200 million beings incarnated on earth for Swamiji, to connect to Swamiji. Now within the Adheenam, there's probably like 400 Adheenavasis, man. Dude, think about that. Think about how much enriching we have to do to bring all of these lives to Swamiji, and think about what they're going through. Because think about what we went through before Swamiji.
Yeah, it was hell. It was fun hell.
I mean, the
But it
Matrix
was
is
hell.
fun. Like, you go through, like, you hit this climax, but then the downfall is, like, really severe, and it's, like, hard to get back up again. That's the thing.
Actually, I think it's still many beings are here now. So, some are maybe in some other planes. Some might be already enlightened, working somewhere in caves or mountains. So definitely the process is happening. So yeah, come be a part.
Feel free to talk to us. If you have
Yeah.
any questions, thing that is bringing in peer questioning, we'll be glad to talk to you guys and just have, a nice conversation to give you guys insight and teachings from the avatar of Sadashiva himself. So
Yeah,
thanks for tuning in, everyone.
thank you. Nithyanandam.
Dhatananda.